There's something in the air on inside, and we're not just talking about the intense training sessions, the pre-season preparations or the friendly matches that have been scheduled. It's a different kind of feeling, the sort of atmosphere that begins with quiet whispers behind the scenes and slowly grows until it becomes the talk among the most observant fans. Anyone closely following Newcastle United has already sensed it. Something big might be brewing, a move that's completely off script coming from an unexpected direction, and one that could seriously shake up the European transfer market. In recent weeks, the club's movements have been discreet, calculated, almost meticulous, targeted signings, quiet approaches, and a clear focus on keeping the core of the squad that made history last season. But now, all of that could be put to the test by an offer that goes beyond traditional figures, far beyond the usual sums of the Premier League. And the most curious part, the source of this potential strike isn't from England, nor even Europe. It's coming from the other side of the world, with deep pockets, huge influence, and an ambitious plan in hand. If you're a proper Magpies fan, you already know this channel always brings you the hottest updates from trustworthy sources. So if you're not subscribed yet, now's the perfect time to join our community. Hit that subscribe button, turn on the notifications, and follow every Newcastle move in the market. Your subscription keeps this project alive and ensures we keep delivering exclusive, in-depth content like this. Tension has been building in the corridors of St. James Park as reports emerge that a Saudi football giant is preparing a massive bid for one of Newcastle's biggest stars. It's not the first time clubs from the Saudi Pro League have targeted Premier League players, but this time, the difference lies in the target. And even more surprisingly, despite the player having a long-term contract, this Newcastle star appears to be a top priority for the Middle Eastern project, aiming to reinforce its attack with a world-class name. So here's the big reveal. According to journalist Gianluca Di Marzio from Sky Sports Italy, Al-Hilal are ready to submit a huge offer for Alexander Isac, the number 14 who shone brightly in the 2024-25 season with 27 goals and 6 assists in 42 matches. The offer would be even larger than the one Liverpool had lined up, around £120 million, and it aims to tempt not just Newcastle's board, but also the Swedish striker himself, a true blank check from Riyadh. With a clear mission, bring Isac to lead the new Galacticos-style project in Saudi Arabia. But why this sudden interest in Isac from a club like Al-Hilal? And why does Newcastle, despite sharing the same ownership group as the Saudi club, the powerful public investment fund, remain so firm in their stance? The answer lies in 3 fronts: the player's current form, the club's trajectory, and the bold plans for next season. Isac is more than just a goalscorer. He has become a symbol of a rising Newcastle, one that won silverware like the Carabao Cup and secured Champions League football. Letting go of him now would feel like a step backwards, and the board knows it. And hey, if you're enjoying this kind of content, take a second to subscribe to the channel. We don't deal in speculation. Everything here is based on credible sources like Sky Sports, The Athletic, Chronicle Live, and top journalists like Dima. With your subscription, we can grow, improve our coverage, and keep producing deep dive videos with proper research and behind-the-scenes insights. Just click the button and become part of our passionate Newcastle community. Back to the Isac situation. Even with Al-Hilal's astronomical proposal looming, Newcastle are standing their ground. The club sees the 25-year-old forward as a key figure not just for the coming season, but for the entire sporting project under the new ownership. On top of that, Isac's contract runs until 2028, and Newcastle aren't under any PSR pressure to sell, meaning any sale would be based purely on footballing decisions, not financial necessity. On the player's side, there's also no indication that a departure is on the cards. Despite the mind-blowing sums Al-Hilal might offer, Isac appears reluctant to leave European football right now. After such a stellar campaign, he wants to compete in the Champions League with Newcastle, test himself against the world's best, and cement his name as one of the most dangerous strikers in Europe. And let's be honest, the UCL stage is far more alluring than any fat contract outside of the elite leagues. Manager Eddie Howe has also made it clear behind closed doors that Isac is untouchable, according to the Telegraph and Chronicle Live. The plan isn't just to keep him, it's to enhance his impact by surrounding him with new attacking talent. That's why Hugo Ekitike, currently at Eintracht Frankfurt, is back on the radar. But contrary to what many might think, Ekitike isn't being considered as a replacement, rather, he's seen as Isac's ideal strike partner, a plan that hinges entirely on keeping their Swedish star. It's also worth noting that Newcastle have already made key moves to strengthen their squad. Anthony Elanga, formerly of Nottingham Forest, has been signed and will fight for a spot in the attack. Spanish wonderkid Antonio Cordero has also joined as a free agent and is already training with the squad. And more names are expected to arrive soon, with the board still active in the market, searching for even more quality additions. The goal is clear: make a strong impact in the Premier League and make some serious noise in the Champions League. And it's within this context of ambition, strategy, and belief that Newcastle's board draws the line. Alexander Isak is not for sale. Not for £120 million. Not for £150 million. Not even for a Saudi blank check. The club believes that with him leading the attack, the 2025-26 season can be even more historic. That's why they'll resist until the very last second, even if Al-Hilal are ready to push negotiations to the limit. If you've made it this far in the video, drop a comment below. Do you think Newcastle should reject this £1 billion offer or cash in and reinvest? And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, now's the time. Your subscription helps keep the project alive and fuels our passion to keep bringing deep analysis, hot transfer news, and the best insights into all things Newcastle. Click the button, hit the bell, and join us for every twist in this story. The Isac saga is far from over. But one thing is clear: Newcastle have no intention of letting go of their star striker without a fight. This is about more than money. It's about identity, sporting vision, and top-level ambition. And like any great football story, this one's bound to have a few dramatic turns ahead. Should there be any updates on Al-Hilal's offer, Isac's decision, or Newcastle's next moves in the market, you'll hear it here first. So stay tuned, subscribe, and share this video with fellow Magpies fans. Because what's happening at St. James Park right now could redefine the future of the club, and you, as a true supporter, need to be part of it.